Tools, like words, mean things. Some are like old friends, always there, always ready. You reach for them instinctively, even when you have other, maybe better options for the task. They settle into your hand almost subconsciously and in the right orientation. Even if blindfolded, you would know the tool instantly. It's a comforting kind of familiarity that transcends time and distance. Like the buddy you haven't seen for years, but once together again, you could resume your last conversation without missing a beat. Sometimes the meaning a tool carries is tied to a certain memory, project, or skill breakthrough. It might be a special gift or heirloom, or maybe it played a key role in a job that turned out as well as you could hope for, like the sense of accomplishment you got from completing that beautiful cabinet or furniture piece, or the simple pleasure of using a properly set and sharpened handsaw, or your fondness for that well-worn beam-style torque wrench that snugged down all those head bolts on your old flathead Ford so long ago. Or that first time you put a decent edge on Grandpa's jack plane and marveled at the paper-thin ribbons of hardwood it peeled away with seemingly no effort. Machine tools can also grow on us. We get to know their quirks, and like the old-school machinist, we learn how to compensate for drift or a tendency to be a little out of square. Our ears become attuned to normal shop sounds, like the distinctive ringing pitch of a sharp blade as it spins through the air, as well as signs that something is off, like a ticking bearing or a speed or a rate of feed that's too slow or too aggressive. At times it's almost as if the tool takes on a personality of its own.
Morning, Bertha. What'd you say? Morning, Bertha. Bertha, that's what I call my lathe. It's sort of a nickname. All right, sweetheart, the vacation is over. Now we go to work.
Shop furniture, jigs, and fixtures can have the same significance. For the better part of 7 decades, this old maple bench has served as the backdrop for countless thousands of hours of woodworking, home maintenance, appliance and equipment repairs, scale model building, long winter sessions casting lead paper punchers, you name it. I know the source of just about every ding, gouge, or stain in its surface, like these spots of trim paint from the house I grew up in. I still remember the name, Benjamin Moore Bimini Blue. It was my mom's favorite color and a close match for my folks' first new car, a gorgeous two-toned 55 Plymouth. Funny how little details like that stick with us all our lives. Some tools can be reminders of things we would rather forget. This ancient screwdriver still bears traces of the various paint colors I used as a kid to paint my grandparents' outdoor furniture every summer. Take my word for it, never put any kind of film coating on Adirondack chairs. When you're in the middle of scraping between all those slats, going for a root canal seems like a better way to spend the day. There are also times when it's not so much about the tools as it is the experience of just being in the shop. For the hardcore home craftsman, shop time can be like a sanctuary from the stresses of daily life, a way to recharge the mind and refresh the spirit, or to paraphrase Hemingway in The Snows of Kilimanjaro, a way to work the fat off the soul, the way a prize fighter goes to the mountains to work the fat off his body. Back during my corporate career, I would save vacation and comp time to try and take as much time as possible in November and December to build Christmas gifts for friends and family. Whether I was building, designing, or just thinking, it was therapeutic, peaceful, and rejuvenating. And even though I've been in the shop daily as a means of earning a living for many years now, very often it still has that magical sanctuary quality. I guess the real meaning our tools carries is different for each of us and grows out of our background, life experience, teachers, mentors, and the level of fulfillment that we get out of our trade or hobby. How we use and care for them reflects much about what makes us tick and about the values, attitudes, and outlook that we practice in other areas of life. Some of mine have been in use for 4 generations now, and the legacy and lifetime of memories tied to them makes me smile each time I use them. In the big scheme of things, our tools are entrusted to our stewardship for only a little while. If mine bring the next guy who uses them just half the pleasure they've given me, he'll be much richer for it. Let us know in the comments about some of your favorite tool memories. Meanwhile, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a blessed and prosperous New Year to everyone, especially our loyal viewers and subscribers. We appreciate you more than you know.